For 2025, Beijing set an ambitious GDP growth target of about 5%, and Premier Li Qiang declared that vigorously boosting consumption is the government's top priority. But John says it's going to be very challenging to convince households and businesses in China to spend more.
The big picture is deflation. During COVID, there were all these lockdowns. A lot of people, especially small business owners, they got put out of business by those lockdowns. And then after that, we had this big plunge in property prices. 75% of household wealth is stored in property. And so when home prices go down, people feel poor. And the result has been households in China, consumers are really reining back what they spend. They're not splurging on things they don't need.
To help ramp up domestic demand, Beijing plans to expand its public spending by borrowing at a record level. The government raised the general budget deficit to around 4% of GDP, the highest level in more than 3 decades. But it's unclear whether that kind of stimulus will be enough to help the Chinese economy weather the storm ahead. And then, of course, there's the wild card.
China's economy is in this really awkward position at the moment. Property is struggling. Domestic consumption is weak. The only good thing about the economy has been exports, and now that's in real danger because of Donald Trump and because of the tariffs that the United States is imposing. So going into the future, the question is, what can China do to overcome all these challenges? And the problem is, there isn't a solid, guaranteed solution.
Welcome to the Big Take Asia from Bloomberg News. Today on the show, Beijing plans to get people to spend, and spend. But how? And will Trump's trade war get in the way of those efforts?